Alrighty. So, okay. Turn you down ever so slightly. That's probably good. Yeah, music in these games is good. I'm not on camera anymore. Ah! See, I'll probably be changing where my camera's positioned. That's what it is. Alrighty, so I guess we'll be starting at the prologue. So, what do we really have to note that's different in Phoenix Wright compared to Danganronpa? Let's turn it down a bit just so I can talk over it good. It's absolutely exploding in my ears. So, yeah, obviously we're going to be doing voices. That's all coming back. I guess what kind of sets Phoenix Wright apart, in particular, is it's pretty obvious who done it from the get-go, but the challenge comes in the form of proving it, linking it, doing things with hard evidence. And yes, we get some wacky-ass trials here, so we'll jump into episode 1, the first turnabout, which is pretty much what you call it, tutorial, I guess. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I've gotta find someone to pin this on! Someone like... I'll make it look like he did it! Or he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Rain! I don't mind. I don't know. Maya, or Mia, I guess you should have more of a commanding voice. I was thinking it was Maya. It's not. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. I'm gonna dumb down. Bit punching. That's better. We'll turn text skip off. Screen shake on, vibration. Yeah, high transparency, I like that. Okay. So I'll boost it just a little bit on the stream. There we go. Okay. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey! Hey there, Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Putty. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Dad and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. 15 minutes later, okay. Ooh, what voice do I give the judge? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I guess pain. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already, mom's spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. My affair, Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Yes, correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covered it. Covers so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. It's tutorial time. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. Just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Ah, yes, my attorney's badge. I can try to show to people. So Cindy's autopsy reports. Then we got the profile so we can bring up at any time. Cindy Stone, Winston Payne. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. We're all good then. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim of this case? Cinderblock. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Yes, that's correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Got a new truth bullet. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Yeah, we definitely want to save scum in this game. Gets pretty challenging. This should be pretty straightforward though. It's obviously the tutorial fucking case. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my phone calls! Or seeing me! Ever! What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumps. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 30th of the 7th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several, quote, sugar daddies, unquote. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Pretty much 90% of OnlyFans models. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. When I meet her in the afterlife, let's talk about that. let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order
in the court. Blah, 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 blah. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sorrett. Frank Sorrett. I love the puns in these games. To the stand. Mr. Sorrett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sorrett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Okay, so first testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
Looks like Kaito.
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. on the dot. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sorrett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. So, it was out from noon to 6 p.m.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? I'm a good lawyer. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony, then fire your truth bullet at the contradiction. I mean, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Woohoo! Alright, so... definitely want to get into the habit of this shit. I was going door to door selling subscriptions and I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Yeah, hold it! Isn't the man leaving an apartment a common sight? We're gonna be telling a lot of people to hold it. To press them for more info. I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know, he just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and then frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. So what happened next? Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Let's look at our evidence. So, 4 to 5 PM she died. Killed with the finger. Arrived home from Paris. Blackout. Alright. Hold it! Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Hold it! What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? And I saw a line there. A woman, not but hold it! Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed and fried and felt myself unable to go inside. Oh! How did you use the phone then? Press him. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes, I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Hold it! Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright, what time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Only for the building. Hold it. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. So, yeah, must be. Ah, the cause of death was 4 to 5 p.m. There's his contradiction. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There is no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Whoa! Oh, that! Objection! This is trivial! The witness really forgot the time! After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sort, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now! I guess, wait, I remember now! I need to change the stream information. Because I've still got it on Final Fantasy 16. Alright, that's better. Okay. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. How was there television on with no power, you dumb fuck? Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You've heard a voice saying a time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, even a child can see through this. You know what to do. I've got this one. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something. But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. Probably came from the television. I'm going to objectify to that right now. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Oh, fuck! You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Soret?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Yes. Wait, I remember now!
Mr. Soret, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught.
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Soret. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? Well, I guess that would explain it, yep. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock?
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Hold it! A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story. Now find the contradiction. I didn't hold that. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock. That was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Oops, wrong bottom. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah! You with your objections and your evidence! Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Soret. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock! Your Honor, if I may!
Yes, Mr. Payne?
I don't understand it! The statue is indeed a clock! The neck is a switch! You just tilt it! It says the time out loud! It doesn't look like a clock! I submitted it as a statue! My apologies!
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court! Intriguing! Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Soret, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Where's the meaning of this? This is all business conjecture!
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face!
No! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
No, I never! God! No! I mean, that's too bad at me.
Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her! And he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order in the court, as I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright! Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Soret heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think, because I'm the thinker, 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25!
Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Soret heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Soret, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ah! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing!
Oh, what's he talking about now?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case!
He's right, how am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Soret.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You liars are all slime! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Soret. Mia! I mean, Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes!
Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha!
Tough words! Let's see you'll pull this one off!
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
She was in Paris. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours, as we all know. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yep. Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Mary went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, Stu. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this! It's evidence! It's a present! A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her! I made one for her and one for me! Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she fought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Nah, so it'd be the clock itself, she kept it. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? So my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. So that's the first trial. I think this game's got 5. 4 in the original GBA game, and then they added 1 in the DS version. And they get long, including... Okay, shut up. Beep! Ah yes, this is Maya, not Mia, Maya. Ooh, what voice do I give Maya? Do I give it a leading lady voice? Yeah, I'll give it a leading lady voice. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey! I'm not a little girl anymore, sis! Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame! I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight? Say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner, something good, like burgers. I can really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Fay and Co. law officers. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ha ha! You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ha ha! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence! Farewell, Miss Fay! Oh! Hiya! Red, white, blue. "908 Fanco law officers." Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Let's move. That smell. Blood. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. Alrighty. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice, luxurious place. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Got a truth bullet! There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass. The glass light stand. Line broken in the back of the room. Fucking reading comprehension much. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen from Ian's hand. What could it be? What does that say? 7304. Well, Leon backwards. The word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya, did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store. Dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. Oh, I'm seeing some inspiration. Drawn from Danganronpa. Where Danganronpa drew some inspiration. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. I found out what that girl was doing here. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. She probably died instantly. Some Shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of the light stand. Yep. No clues here. Nope, plant is nothing. Time the pixel hunt. Oh. The Chief's chair. Simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in too. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put it right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya! Maya Fey! Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. What's happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And sis. So she was already dead. You and the chief. So you're the chief's sister? I'm her younger sister. And you were here, visiting, this late at night. Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Look at my badge. I'm sorry, I've never seen that before. The thinker. About the thinker. Oh! The thinker! That was... Oh! Sis! Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. What do you think of these? This is lying next to the chief. I know. I saw it there too. I thought they might be pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. Reception desk, I usually sit there. Who's here? Oh, no. You couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. If you can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. Guess I'm calling the coppers. There's also just straight up more to examine here. Ah, I see. Oh. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? So dramatic. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in there. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings.
Police! Sounds like they're coming this way.
Freeze, police!
Oh, what fucking voice do I give Detective Dick Gumshoe?
Alright.
No, I don't want to be too... Yeah, I guess I could.
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Yeah, it's alright. I love how his name is like... So he's a detective, and then a dick and a gumshoe. Those are two alternative slangs for a detective, so... detective. It's gonna get me another beer. Okay. Gumshoe? What an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
Must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay.
Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me?
Yeah!
That's where Maya here mean anything to you?
Oh, that's my name!
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer? I'm not...
Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What? Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until next morning. My eyes were heavy, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already, mum's spaghetti. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention city. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh! It's you, the lawyer! Good morning! Good morning! She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's all I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer her up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? And what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How did that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. Oh wait, no, that was Maya. Alright, whatever. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to insult you! No, it's okay. It's true, I guess, but at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch.
When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh yes, I guess one funny thing about like Phoenix Wright in the translation. So if I was playing the Japanese versions of this game, it's set in Japan. Like, it doesn't pretend it's not in Japan. But the English translations, they pretend it's in America. Washington, to be precise. So it's very funny when we go to these very, very obviously Japanese locations. She's dressed like a fucking, like a Japanese priestess. So... yeah, okay. Oh, that's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that club shaped like the finger. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? Right, she said something about that. I remember! Do you want to hear it? In her own voice? Her own voice? Yes! I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah! I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister. You say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right! Oh! I just remembered. The detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'm Phoenix Wright, not Maya. I'll ask him for it. Right. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. So, you're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right! The Fae family, especially the woman, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family, so Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers are first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that'd be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I'm Phoenix Wright again. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Just leave, I reckon. Big game hunter. Grossberg law officers. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Right, first let's snoop. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Look at my books! Knowledge! A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Alright, no, we're definitely not coming here yet. Bay & Co. law officers. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Suede Shoes, Detective Gumtree. Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get your name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. We'll be right there. Oh. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, 5th of the 9th, 9 PM. Blood force trauma again, death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth... Oh god, what voice do I give Edgeworth? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a fair prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumours of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I'm a lawyer! Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue, too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that! Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. Glass shards and pieces of the broken stand. There's a
piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it.
Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself?
Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not.
So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him what I want him, there's no way he'll give it to me.
Something the matter?
Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective?
Nope, I know nothing, pal.
That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets.
You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers and memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all.
Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Oh, police! Come to think of it, I completely forgotten about her. The witness?
Yeah, Miss April.
April May. Oh, I love the names of these games.
Well, I'm sorry about this. Well, I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me your name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then?
Ha ha! You're trying your loyalty tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial.
So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information.
You got that right, pal.
Time to pay a visit to Miss May. It's a few pages, so... Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Mia. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. Oh, wait, no, we had this before. Okay. Yeah, it was a conversation at the beginning. Alright, fuck that. Mew Mew? Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee! Memo to South. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Still seen painting. Wait. Should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fanco Law Officer's building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from there. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, well, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee, you know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Tee-hee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. I'm a lawyer! Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How can I possibly give you information in good conscience? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Can't comment on any of these. Look at the drawer right in front of you. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Maybe the lawyer's back. Seems like Mr. Grossberger's out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Ha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That's bad no color. Ah, so you're a lawyer now, are you? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? How come no one can get in touch with you? You came to see me, the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it! Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Oh, yes, Maya Fey, go on. What a strange reaction. Ta. I'm really quite busy here, son. I come from taking cases on a day's notice. Quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Really sounds like Kate Sif's theme. Like, really sounds like it.
Like, yeah, it totally exists a mix of these songs. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. But the client is Mia-Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew his sister would be in good hands. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that nobody I'm worth a salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia-Faye? She was with her a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Made my protection a blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You can see it in her eyes. They followed it with a burning passion. That's quite a painting. Aha! You'll notice. It's my pride and joy and pleasure, isn't it? Well, the colour of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the forehead. That's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. That's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. I'm a lawyer. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Gotta exhaust all the options. I guess we just go back and give Maya the great news. Hiya. Oh, you're back! Did you find a lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. He's a big, fat tub of lard. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the Finker clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, why did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. So let's keep talking. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We fought. We fought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 PM, time's up. What should I do? I just leave her and go home? Defend Maya! I've made up my mind! I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it'll be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? The way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long, long time ago. Flashbacks! Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you! Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right! Thank you! You smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you! So you trust me too, okay? That's a deal. So... fucking hell, fucking Maya and Phoenix a lot. So, what next? The scientist been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say! Can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Let's try and go back to the hotel. Bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. She's taking a shit. If you have no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no. Hey!
Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name 2 seconds ago, you fuck? Yes. Yes, we were there 2 seconds ago. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Got that wiretap truth bullet. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. Lex says, man, let's play Monster Hunter Wilds. I will be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I will be pre-ordering it and I will be playing it day one and I'll be streaming it. We'll be doing Monster Hunter Mondays. That's the initial plan at least. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait! I mean, you know what I mean. Hey, Bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Just gonna quickly check my thing. I'm assuming he's maybe playing the beta. Yeah, I'll message him once I'm done streaming. Okay. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Raya Faye. Ah, fuck Edgeworth. He's gotta be smarmy. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Faye, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at Precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. He's still calling it a statue. Floor plans, truth bullet. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Faye, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene.
Sounds like it's from Big Liz show, yeah. It's kind of going for like a husky like Aussie or something. Guess you can think of him as like Mike Nolan or something.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay.
Oh, police! Help!
Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya, just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Hey, that's what I'm doing already. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. That's what I'm gonna do in almost every trial.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination.
Hold it!
Who did you say you're gonna call from?
Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call's from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. 2 people there already.
Hold it!
Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
Man, that's pretty fast.
Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were.
Yes, sir.
Hold it! Who's Phoenix Wright?
Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act alone will get you so far. With their funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care.
Hold it!
Did you arrest her? Why is that? What's your reason?
Why we had a witness account describing her.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that, me?
I heard you say it.
Don't say it.
You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honour. Sir, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honour. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. Got a bad feeling about this. Found a memo, a piece of paper. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ha ha! Then who did write it, smarter pants? Who? Killer. The killer, anyone can see that. Huh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Objection! Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Ha! I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. It's gonna have to do with the fact that she died instantly. Just gonna wait for the opening. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. You sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab tests show that the blood was the victim's. Maybe there, but let's keep going. What kind of tests were these again? What kind of, well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood, the, goblins! Homo-goblin bobbin! I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Well, thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, that was a mess. Right, where was I? Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No budding your way out of this one, Detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow.
I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. I have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Okay. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Damn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? She's a baddie. Witness, your name, please. April May, jiggle jiggle at your service, wink.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winkling. Winkling?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room, tee-hee. I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink, jiggle jiggle.
Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor!
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite, firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you!
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window. Wiretap.
Just gonna have to press her. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
Oh, that's it? You can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know, jiggle jiggle. I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. I have two feelings. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him, bro! That poor girl! Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next?
Then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Woman with long hair, that was Mia Fey?
Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's her thing.
Your thing?
And the person attacking her? The one attacking her is the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
Where's the jiggle? Where's it coming? There was only one person at the scene of the crime, with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Yep. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean, ooh-woo.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise, ooh-woo.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Oh, shit. Oh, camera's losing center. Up a little bit more. There we go.
I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statuey clock. The Finker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Tee-hee?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I did see everything, I did.
Hold it!
So you saw me then too? Of course! I remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky?
The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry, Uwu.
Very well, continue.
The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right.
Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright. Please continue.
Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
Hey, Wolfie, nice to see you tune in. What happened then?
And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did.
Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
That clock, that kind of statuary.
No Commodore with it? Yep. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Oh, innuendo.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that this statue of the finger was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes.
That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. Did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee.
The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Fuck no. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question ran. Because it's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Tisk, tisk.
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Fuck off, Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the chat logs. And chat logs is just a cell phone. Yep.
Take that!
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order! The defendant's cell phone! This wasn't brought to my attention!
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Oh, the good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on... Oh, that's Maya. So you just want me to hold on to the finger for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Doo-woo.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes, my friend made it. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen this clock before.
The clock itself? It's simple. The clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse!
Got him.
Oof. Oh. Excuses not on sale today? Oh. This is not Super Saiyan. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
This is silly me. And I am like, lose it? I guess I did. Woo-woo.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known to think it was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Wiretap? Have a look at this. Ah! Oh, Dad! I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is...
Yeah, she tapped the phone.
Yeah. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous! Your Honor, look at the witness's face! Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! You lawyers and your evidence! It's no fair! All of you ganging up on me like that, Uwu! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Uwu!
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow.
Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say.
Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, though you tapped her phone?
I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can and I will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service.
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy, woo.
Okay, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone.
However, this is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing.
However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. The fuck? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition, obviously. Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool! You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. This isn't how normal courtrooms work, of course it isn't. Lawyers gathering their own evidence. Pulling evidence out our ass at the, during the court. Everything needs to be submitted to evidence before that. I'm just gonna get a light on. Kangaroo court, yeah. Silly anime court. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I just love it. Where's his eyes going? But I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, Maya will be finished. Are you the head bellboy? What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Well, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests.
I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. Oh, shit. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim?
Mr. Wright! You'll refrain from asking frivolous questions.
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I...
Even he's calling back to looking at the tits.
Ahem. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Yes, what then?
She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Oh, wait. Fine, so, okay. I skipped through it a bit, shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I'm just gonna press them. Did I press them on this one? I think I did. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9, the time of the murder.
I brought it to her precisely to request a time, of course.
Precisely 9, then.
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee, woo, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would you be so particular about the time?
And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
You're sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favoured me with, an embarrasser, sir.
Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her.
It's no good. There's nothing there.
Is that it?
Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I?
Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Save. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you were going to ask for bed making, and you know.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. The witness will answer the defense's question.
Yes, well, it was quite like any other day making beds. I changed the sheets to pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for 2, of course, but they're quite light, you see. I see. Thank you. Pillows for 2? Bellboy, what did you just say? Yes, pillows are light, sir. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Objection! I object! That was objectionable! Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Barrister or barista? I guess barrister. Barista just ends with an A. He asked me not to mention if it was I specifically asked, sir. Oh, you fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then when you bought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we've just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who was this other person? Simple, it was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Ooh, Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup! But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ooh. Upstart! Amateur! These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of hers with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. I got a great lead in today's trial. Lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis! Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you! I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, the There's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the records. Victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the payment and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in a dank place such as this. It's really quite moving. Not! You stinking liar, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had time to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw. When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer! Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers? Or just against me? Boy, look at my badge! Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Oh. None of this will probably work. We'll just check though. Yeah, of course you. Oh, the floor plan! This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch, a real pro, this guy. Or maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. Smile for the camera. To the hotel. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used the wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course, which will be great for business, sir. Whoa! Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carried a scent of danger. Here we are, total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A
photo. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea, sir. I'm sorry. All I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence. Can maybe say something about the wiretap and nothing else? Nope, and the wiretap don't get your fucking attention. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. The vase, as expected. Okay, yep. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fanco law officers. Ah yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. Ho 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 ho. By that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Simple bed has recently been made. Okay. Looks like forensics has taken the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Mia's favourite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. You couldn't cram? Okay, no. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Right. There's really nothing to look at. Can't. No move option. Nope. Okay. Guess we'll go to Grossberg then. Trying to do the judge, but fucking coughing his esophagus out. Oh, the painting's gone. Huh, looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... I think it was a fisherman. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Oh, hello. What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 incident, Exhibit A. DL6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. A photo lies on the desk. It has a purple-haired Homelander on it. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Yeah, we'll swap the photos. Let's go back to the hotel.
take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Have him write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I'll be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. You again! Can't you take a hand and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Send the affidavit of this? Did you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. It was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb. If indeed that's an act. If indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you bumping your fist in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White. President of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Oh look, it's the photo. It's the painting. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What is your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous! Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite, so I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh off law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She was paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, which I assure you we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to the mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Still, Mr. White. The hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'll be capable of doing that. You raised a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp, anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. You can tell by my color palette. Fantaballistic, is it not? Now, there's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, rather my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Oh, Ben. Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that. Sorry excuse for an attorney. Grody burger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it was you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand that there's a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's? Yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now. Skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Seems nice. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Ahem! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess of him.
Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Is Kate surf music again? So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just me and sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
Right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So I paid Blue Corp a visit.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, out of it, my boy.
You see, it's just a big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of painting with. Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office.
So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed it was. It was a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
Connected, you say?
Yes, and I know what it is. Your lovers, he's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail. I think that painting is fairly Goldie proof.
Very well. Just ring me the time, Tony's hard, I've been waiting for. It's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you heard me as understudy. Perhaps I was fate.
What's he talking about?
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Cork is a company that excels in training people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now.
15 years?
All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed.
Name on the back of those photographs?
I'm so suspected I cannot stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did.
So that's the connection.
It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone that gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They are bound and able to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you say is nothing more than a wait a many years.
What is the DL6 incident?
DL6 is nothing more than the sourcing code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium.
Medium?
Her name was Misty Fay. Indeed. She was Mia's mother. She'd been investigating a murder at the request of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud.
This is what Maya was talking about the other day.
I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident.
But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. Once one person found out, I told him.
You told White?
He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail.
I see.
White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
Mia's office?
She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found.
That's where we're going then. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine the murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there'd be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? DL6. Yeah. Let's see if there's a record that catches my eye. A, B, F... Misty Fay. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I have tarnished the Fay name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So me and you, Grossberg. Rest, nothing much in here. Skim. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit again. The biggest part here is at the end in S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. He's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. I drove them all to. I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Politician suicide. Alright, but where do I move to? Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Sorry, Seb, I borrowed this. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. Doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. Better give him back this photograph. Oh, shit. Look! Push too many buttons. I'm a lawyer! We're done with you. I really just go to Blue Corp? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. It seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how... I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labelled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, oh burn. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child can work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please collect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. What? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. Oh, that was Edgeworth. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to the court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man! What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept, like Payne, that they make even you look competent. I feel thanks. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, butts, hairy butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right, sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Oh, burn. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes! It's all thanks to you! Ha! Now I'm afraid we'll switch places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it! How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far! Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... help me break out of here. Cheer me on in court. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me! Huh? I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms! Wait! What? Kidding, it was a joke. No way! No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side, and there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind! Just a piece? Okay. Come to the trial tomorrow. Oh, okay, I'll be there! I'll show them a thing or two! Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most of a guilty verdict. I never thought I'd end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness, this is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. To be continued. And this will be the best spot to stop the stream. Okay. Alrighty, so there we go. Part 1 of Phoenix Wright done. Tomorrow we'll be done with the second turn. Well, not tomorrow. Next week we'll be done with the second turnabout. I should probably bring up my BRB screen. Work in progress. But yeah. And yeah, back to good old DBD tomorrow, which is it's gonna be 2v8 because normal queue is a fucking hell on earth in that game at the moment. So yep, thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, my voice is heard, and it's been a while since I've had to do voices. Got a few raspy ones in there. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. He's still watching on my phone, by the way. Quality viewing screen. Alright. But no, thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, see you next time, alright? Bye.